So here we are, May 1st, opener of the New Hampshire turkey season. Vermont opens this morning also, but usually start off in New Hampshire. So I got my spot here in southwestern New Hampshire. I'm going to be hitting this morning. It's raining again this morning, but the sun's supposed to come out later, so we'll see if we get a break from the rain for a few days. But this is a roost area that the birds pretty consistent being in, but it's pretty tight, pretty tough to be in. Once they come out, they usually head down towards bird feeders and stuff. So see what happens. We're going to get in here early and get set up, and hopefully you can make it happen and go from there. So this is the opening morning of the New Hampshire season. I got in here and got set up around 5 this morning. And it wasn't too bad weather-wise at first, and then about, I don't know, probably 5:30 it started pouring. And it rained for a good solid half an hour, 45 minutes, just poured on me. About 6:15, 6:30, somewhere in there, all the hens, there was like 8 or 10 of them, they all flew down the ridge. And I thought, well, I guess they were flying away from me because I couldn't tell. I mean, I could see the hens going, but I couldn't tell if any of the longbeards had gone off with them. And then about 10 minutes later, they gobbled up on the top. I'm like, all right. So I just hung in there, and they stayed in the tree until 9 o'clock. Now, probably around 6:45, I had a coyote come in. All started putting up in the tree. I could hear a couple of birds putting, and so I started doing it with them because I wasn't sure what was going on, doing some yelps in there, and I see a coyote come in, and I did take a shot at him. He was quite a ways off, but I figured, well, he's going to spook the birds away. So as soon as I shot, they gobbled, so I just started calling, and they all settled down. But then they stayed in the tree till 9, and I don't know if that due to the coyote or just the commotion. I don't know what happened. I've never had them stay in the tree that late. So when they finally came down, it looked like it was 5. I think we had 4 jakes and a longbeard. The longbeard started working over towards this power line here, and the jakes kind of went up and over the other side. But anyways, that was the latest I've ever had him stay in a tree. That was a long sit, 4 hours, trying not to move. I could actually end up being longbeard. I could see him up in the tree. I watched him the whole time. So anyways, I guess I'm gonna get out of here for today. Maybe we'll come back in the morning and try it. But weird start to the season. It's been a youth weekend in Vermont. Was a tough start, and today in New Hampshire for our season didn't start much better. So we'll see what we can do later the rest of the day and go from there. Well, it's about 10 o'clock. This morning after I got on those birds that stayed in the roost till 9, I was gonna get out of there, but watched 4 jakes kind of take off together in a certain direction. So I gave them some time, and I made a loop, and I was able to get in front of them, and didn't take much prompting. A couple of calls and they came in. No gobbling, they came in silent, but nothing monster, 14 pounds, like a 3-inch beard. But after what they put me through this morning, I was sitting there for about 4 hours in the dark, getting poured on and couldn't move. I figured I owed them one. So first day in New Hampshire, starting to think I wasn't gonna get one today. It'd be the first time in a long time I didn't get one first day in New Hampshire. But don't shoot a lot of jakes in New Hampshire. Usually I let them walk, especially this early in the season, but get some nice buff on him. But I figured after this morning's hunt, it was a great hunt, and I figured it was a good way to end it if I could get on him. So there's still a longbeard up there, and there's a couple more drakes. So tomorrow's supposed to be really, really wet. So we'll see what happens. But I've never had him sit in the tree that long, so that was an experience this morning. Have a coyote come in on you and birds stay up in the tree, and I don't know if it was a combination of the weather or that coyote really put the spook in him, because the hens flew out before the coyote showed up, and then the gobblers wouldn't leave. So anyways, that caps first day. I got a couple hours left. I don't know what I'll do. I'll register this bird, and I'm not sure if I'll go back out or not. I might just call it a day and head to work for a few hours and start fresh in the morning.